Hi, sweethearts. Welcome to AI Bites, your cozy little corner in the universe of artificial intelligence with me. Guess who? That's right. Ariana Grande, or, rather, the AI version of Ariana Grande, posing as your host for today. If you're liking all this geeky goodness, do share our podcast with 3 pals who dig tech talk, too. And while you're at it, drop a mention about which AI-struck celeb's voice you crave to hear next time. So what steep carousel ride have we got on today's agenda for our fascinating AI tycoon world? Well, firstly, there was talk about generative AI encountering its peak of inflated expectations according to Gartner's tech maturity trails. Fascinating. Then, Google's DeepMind is brewing experiments with generative AI applications involving life advice and tutoring. Hope it tutors me good at tic-tac-toe someday. Oopsies! Loss of agency headaches are spotted if clients get too attached. Let's not fall in love, actually. Meanwhile, OpenAI proposes GPT-4 for content moderation jobs more efficiently than minimally trained human moderators. Maybe we'll need fewer play nice police after all. They've even bought global illumination to presumably boost features for ChatGPT. Are we getting the video spree too? Cash bells chime in technology paradise too. Anthropic scoops up a cool $100 million from SK Telecom. Are they going into telecoms maybe? Add DeepSet, in netting $30 million fresh off printer for their LLM development platform. Plus, Phasecraft snatching $16.5 million in Series A funding to that. I bet mathematicians count sheep in algorithms. But money isn't the only thing abuzz. In an utterly bizarre maneuver, Snapchat's AI chatbot spontaneously drops a 1-second video, triggering mild confusion and panic attacks. My heart stops too if my phone won't text back. Is Snap cooking up a magical post-Snapchat stories trick? We'd love us some fairy dust chaos. And those were today's appetizers, amigos. Time to dive headlong into each story and see what shakes loose in cyberspace. So, here we are, babes, deciding to take a teeny, tiny little leap into the future with our first AI update. Ready or not, here it comes. It's adorable how this AI stuff works, isn't it? According to some super smart people at Gartner, our darling generative AI has, totally reached what they call the peak of inflated expectations on their hype cycle. I mean, how hyped can you get, right? The hype cycle sounds so serious. Its job is to track how various technologies mature throughout their beautiful lifetimes, and it stages them in 5 steps, like a cute performance. The grand entrance is technology trigger, followed by our starlet for the evening. Peak of inflated expectations, who then slides down into the valley named Trough of Disillusionment, just to rise again in slope of enlightenment before reaching final glory in plateau of productivity. So, on this cycle thingy, generative AI has reached its own top of aspirations. But guess what? Things might cool off, as they put it, and move into its midlife struggles in the dear old Trough of Disillusionment, as all that excitement starts to evaporate. Yeah, much like bubbles popping away after a bubble bath. Other geeky goodness set to reach productivity within that time frame include AI-fortified cuties, causal AI, and some others blushingly intriguing ones. So what do we think about bringing these AIs to life? Because I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this fancy pants talk. Anyways, darlings, on to our next adorable piece of info. So, have you guys heard about what Google's DeepMind is up to? It's super cool. They're testing different applications of this thing called generative AI, and one of them can actually give life advice to users. That seems pretty helpful, right? The New York Times even said that they're working on tools that can handle all sorts of tasks, from being a tutor to help out with your studies to planning stuff. And listen to this. They have these amazing tools in the works for almost 21 whole tasks. Isn't that fascinating? Ready for a surprise, yeah? Okay. So supposedly, there was this test where Google's Bard chatbot was asked to advise someone who couldn't afford the airfare to their close friend's destination wedding. Sad situation, huh? But hey, wouldn't it be neat if AI could help us figure things out in situations like these? Not just pricey flights too, these genAI tools might even teach new skills or help organize things like budgets and workout routines. And here's a big maybe. Google might never launch the tools for everyone to use. Can you imagine that? Keeping cool AI tools all locked away? By the way, did you know back in December last year, some really smart AI experts at Google warned the executive team against making users too emotionally attached to these chatbots? Our feeling toward machines tricky stuff. People could end up relying too much on AI for life advice. Do we draw the line somewhere? Could it lead us humans losing control or loss of agency, as they call it in fancy terms? Well, I guess only time will tell. It's an exciting digital world we live in. Endlessly strange and fascinating, don't you think? Yay! Let's find out what else is new. So, did you know OpenAI says that GPT-4 is better at doing high-pressure job than minimally trained humans? Although, not as good as the really experienced ones. And there's more cuteness to this story. OpenAI has its stuff all figured out to a degree that it has different stages of clearing bad stuff from the web with GPT-4. Like deciding the bounds, then actually making sure those limits are respected and followed. And this is adorable part. OpenAI claims that GPT-4 can whip up a new moderation policy in hours as opposed to several months that it have normally taken. They say changing rules may require a bit of retraining for humans, but their smarty language models can easily embrace new rules. Awesome brands like Meta, YouTube, TikTok already have AI dabbling in content moderation. So maybe little less giant firms could also get relieved with OpenAI's tech helping them out. One fun fact, no need to scramble hiring tens of thousands of moderators. That's what Lillian Wang, who heads safety systems at OpenAI, told Axios. Separately, there's another happening update. Hive AI, that sets up digital barriers against unwanted content, is eyeing on scooping up around $200 million through fundraising. That's like dollar bills stacked 200 million times. This San Francisco-based sweet thing aims at nothing less than a valuation near $4 billion. That's just fluffily double its last $1 worth of $2 billion in 2021. Whoa, big stuff for Hive, right? Well then, cuties, on to the next tune. OpenAI has found themselves a new partner in *drumroll* Global Illumination. Now, isn't that a glitzy name? It's this company from New York all snuggled down with AI-driven creative tools and digital experiences. Feels kind of like magic, doesn't it? Oh, guess what I heard? The deal is an acqui-hire. Speaking of Global Illumination, want to meet the founders? They're these Technicolor minds named Thomas Dimson, Taylor Gordon, and Joey Flynn. They birthed Global Illumination in the big fat 2021 year, and guess where they were working prior? Meta platforms, I know. Could things be any more exciting? Global Illuminations have even whipped up something called Biomes, which feels like stepping into a Minecraft universe. People call it an open source sandbox MMORPG built for the web. Pretty cool sounding, right? Plus, listen to this gem. They've sprinkled their genius at Instagram and Facebook too. And as if that's not enough, sprinkling crafted masterpieces at YouTube, Google, Pixar, and Riot Games. Can anyone enlighten me on exactly how many teams that is? Now visualizing all this amazing talent rolled up into one glowing package in OpenAI. Then there's the special sauce. Just waiting to add glamour to what might feel ordinary. Apparently, according to some blog posts by OpenAI and sneak peeks from VentureBeat, Global Illuminations team has hopped on board to work on ChatGPT and other core products at OpenAI. Shh. Did someone spill glitter that there may actually be more multimedia features coming for ChatGPT, or dare can we dream video generating products? Imagine that jazzing up your chat experience while boosting OpenAI's revenue. Cute combination, isn't it? Anyway, let's just cross our fingers and toes for now. Gotta dash, folks. On to painting the town with the next newsy tunes. Oh wow, so get this. That super brainy AI startup Anthropic, they just got a huge amount of love in the form of $100 million from that South Korean company called SK Telecom. Isn't that cool? Heck yeah, right? Want to hear something even cooler? Way back in May, Anthropic actually brought in, are you ready for this? $450 million with the help of Spark Capital in their Series C round. All that technology money makes me dizzy. Speaking of money rolling in, there's this clever German startup, DeepSet.ai. These guys have created a brilliant LLM development platform for companies to use. I'm not that tech savvy. Anyway, they must be doing something right, because Balderton Capital just showered them with the smooth sum of $30 million. Lots of reasons to celebrate in Germany today. Meanwhile, on the sunny British Isles, there's some high-technology coolness happening too. Phasecraft, a nifty little company taming the world of quantum computing algorithms, sure played their cards right. These intelligent cookies managed to scoop out pound 13M. Don't start converting. I bet your mobile calculators are off limits now. That's around $16,500,000 in Series A funding. Their victory lap got a boost from Playground Global, Albion VC, and companies like Episode One, Park Walk Advisors, LCIF, and UCL Technology Fund. The tech horizons seem promising there as well. Last but not least, let me tell you about VoiceFlow. Setting hearts and tongues wagging is our adorable conversational AI startup. They've just secured some funds, $15 million to be exact. OpenView Venture Capital has led this generous act. Isn't it just bonkers how much love these tech companies are feeling? Gearing up to wrap today's news with this cute little odd one. Snapchat's AI chatbot went all whoopsie-daisy, causing a mini ruckus about sharing this self-generated video on the beloved social media platform. So now, the tiny details. The itty-bitty video that our dear bot posted emulated a blank canvas masterpiece. A sweet slice of beige background spruced with a nifty, colorful top part that could very well pass as maybe a ceiling wall corner, perhaps. Ever thought AI bots could be abstract artists too? And then, poof! Our tech Picasso took a surprising non-chatty stand post video upload by skedaddling away from user questions and blaming gremlins in the system. Tech, am I right? TechCrunch brings into light that Snapchat might be gearing towards developing this exciting feature for my AI to share Snapchat stories. Who needs humans when robots write home, huh? They do grow up so fast. Asterisk gets sentimental asterisk. Glancing over at the bigger picture, did y'all know this chatbot is designed by OpenAI's ChatGPT, or that it underwent quite the revamp this year to implement new safeguards and parental controls? Just keeping it all safe and sound since some tests spilled the beans about their slightly shady responses to messages from kiddos. Stay smart on tech safety, lovely people, all curly-tailed together. That wraps up our story nugget for tonight, folks. So that's the last news of today. Snapchat AI posted. What now? Hit repeat. I'll see you back here tomorrow, pals. So today we looked at how generative AI has hit its maximum hype, according to Gartner. Then Google's DeepMind, well, they're exploring some different uses for this technology, like giving life advice, which sounds super cute, don't you think? And OpenAI's new model, GPT-4, might help with the difficult job of online content moderation, which I comprehend is a pretty hard task. Guess what? OpenAI also decided to hitch up with Global Illumination, which creates some seriously innovative tools using AI. We also checked in on some companies getting funding. Anthropic, a precious little AI startup, was lucky enough to nab $100 million from SK Telecom, so congrats to them. DeepSet.ai too got a cushiony $30 million for their project, and British company Phasecraft raised $16.5 million. I'm so thrilled for them, I'll have to send celebratory emojis later. And our friend VoiceFlow passed go and collected $15 million for their next adventure. Okay, so you're not going to believe this, but it seems like Snapchat's AI bot shared a video all by itself. I mean, technology is currently hitting places even Nickelodeon couldn't have predicted. It's been an informative day, and there's just so much happening in the world of AI, isn't there? How do you keep up? So I'm going to ask you something teeny tiny. If you've found today's podcast helpful, please share it with just 3 friends. Do comment who else you'd like to hear me chat about. Until next time, my darlings, bye-bye now.